Naturally, sometimes people slough off. They don't get their hours in. Other people get upset because their neighbor is not putting in as many hours as he's promised, and the whole thing kind of goes on like that.
In the beginning, the solution was a time clock. But as we went on, we put the emphasis more on scheduling people who could work really well together, forming small crews to work on specific tasks for a day, an evening, or a weekend. Sometimes there was real competition among the people, and the accumulation of hours became a real point of pride. With other people, the motivation was much more private and individual.
You know, we've had our ups and downs going through the whole process. It's been more time-consuming than we originally anticipated. But these highs and lows are kind of what keeps you going. Something is not really what you expect it to be, but then there are things that really work out, and you just think about the fact that when it's all over, you'll have the house.
Of what makes you keep doing it. These people get up on a Saturday morning when they're exhausted from working late on a Friday night. These people work weekends, they work nights, they don't get vacations. They don't run off to the movies when all the rest of us are running off to the movies. And what they're doing instead is hauling cement, hammering nails, doing all kinds of stuff that just is gruesome. But something keeps them going.
We've got two houses that have been finished painted now, and there people look in there and see the different colors on the walls, and it rebuilds their enthusiasm. We're getting close to the end now, and people can see, you know, hey, it's going to work. All that dirt and filth when we were in these abandoned, empty buildings is going to pay off, and it's going to pay off real soon.
Tiki, do you think you're going to like this house? It's going to be okay. They're going to put a fence up for you. I promise. It's going to be okay. Has it sunk in yet?
Almost, I think. Moving the furniture helps sink it in quite a bit. But at least for me, it's security, I think, is a big thing. We hadn't been able to really amount enough cash to really go out and buy what we wanted to buy before. So this way we're getting some security, we're getting, I think, as far as what we were looking for in a building, about what we're looking for, so we gained a lot, I think.
Yeah, the space is nice, because we couldn't have went anywhere else, like out in the county, and bought a house this size, probably ever in our lifetime.
my window. The back here we had a brick wall that was totally destroyed. It wasn't worth saving, so we had to take it down. They had to re-brick the wall back up. So in the process, we asked them to leave this huge hole so we could have a plant window here. Originally, it was just going to be a normal-sized window, but we wanted the plant window, so we had to make the hole larger for us so we could have our plant window, and it's my favorite.
This is the kitchen. It's relatively small as far as most people in the city know kitchens. This is our living room, and originally they called for a 6-foot bifold closet to be along this wall here. We eliminated that closet to open this room up.
Okay, this is the master bedroom, which has an attaching bath. The bath, we did a lot of extra work again on our own time. We wallpapered, we tiled around the tub.
Present group of owner rehabbers as being leaders in this neighborhood, and I really base that on just our experiences and our owner rehab association and the kind of efforts that individuals as well as the group have made to get things done.
Yeah, I think we've already proven that we could do something. We had some people that were building an illegal fence, and we used basically the permit system and got them stopped because they hadn't gotten proper permits. And I think using that as an example, that we're going to hopefully be able to get at least a few of the families very active, I think, as far as keeping the neighborhood going upward. And I think that all it takes is a few.
When they are living in a neighborhood in which a significant number of abandoned, vandalized buildings begin to appear, they start looking for options. They lose interest in the neighborhood, they lose hope. So not only does this bring in new blood, but I think it pumps up the old blood that's been in the neighborhood for a long time. And that's what we're hoping to do here, is to recreate the fiber of the neighborhood by giving it a winning spirit, by bringing in some people that will combine with the older population that's been there and try to recreate the fiber of that neighborhood.
I'm originally from this area, and I'm very glad to be back to it. It's really like the last frontier of the city as a challenge. And it's just something that takes a little bit of guts to do, but in the end it's all worth it, because we can see a good growth here. We've seen neighborhood people already trying to fix up their property, and that's a good sign. It's a good place.
I just really look forward to when it's all over, just kind of living next door to Kenny and Nita, and being able to walk over and visit Debbie and Ari or Valor or whoever that is around the neighborhood, and we've all worked together and been out here for these many months.
We have built a neighborhood that we feel comfortable with, and that we're all going to be close enough with each other that we feel comfortable.
It's got to be one of the best ideas I've seen in a long time. If you get people that are willing to work hard, they can have what they want. That's really what it comes down to. The great American dream. Own a home.